All right, J4K, I want to really do this video. This is my third time recording. I'm having the memory issues with my phone. Usually it's with my computer, now it's with my phone. But I've deleted, what I can. I reset the phone, so we should be good to go. Now, because I've done this video twice, we should be able to get through this very, very, very quickly. Right now, Dion, the man in the blue jacket, has come forward to give his side of the story about what happened the night that Kenneka died. If you don't remember, Dion was one of the first suspects in the Kenneka Jenkins case. His information was put out online along with this person whose name is Ty and this person here in the red whose name is Lerone. Okay? So I did a reverse Google image search, and this is the earliest date that I found where somebody had posted their picture and connected them to the Kenneka Jenkins case. And this is September 10th, 2017. So this is one day after Kenneka was found in the freezer. They had already gotten names, photographs. They matched it up to Irene's glasses, and that's where the rumor started. Later, they put out their addresses online. Okay, so these were pretty official rumors. The police followed up with them. There is a narrative from Dion in the Rosemont files, and we'll go over that in a minute. But right now, for this video, what I want to do is I want to actually listen to what he has to say. We're not going to watch the whole video. I'm going to tell you right now that he's going to say that he was not there and that he believes he's being framed. Okay, that somebody is trying to set him up. And if you're going to watch this video, I just want you to keep an open mind and keep asking questions because we do not know the truth. And you remember this just happened with the rapper Soldier Kid, where we had photographs, dates, times. He was right up the street, and it turns out that he had nothing to do with the murder of Tentacion. So let's keep an open mind. The whole reason why he's being implicated is because he had a blue jacket, okay? And this was in Irene's glasses. This came out the day after Kenneka was found. Very, very similar to the way Soldier Kid was identified immediately the day after he was killed. Do you see? So he might be onto something. Let's just listen to him, and then we'll keep going. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm going to drop the link so you can listen to the whole thing later, but I just want you to listen to the relevant parts. Here we go.
I'm in a blue jacket. The jacket wasn't even the same color blue, but everybody believed that it was to be me because I was the only name being thrown around out there because I had that blue jacket on. And that was going on for about 4 or 5 months. I had to burn my jacket. I got shot at in my jacket. I almost lost my job. People knew where I stayed. Random people calling me, threatening me. All type of unnecessary stuff for no reason. Nothing I had nothing to do with it. I wasn't nowhere around that night. Like, it was crazy. I was going through a lot in my mind throughout them past months. And a lot of people, I had a lot of support from my side. I didn't do it. There was a lot of people who just keep like, yeah, that's him. People see me in the street, think that's that boy. Calling me Kenneka killer and all type of crazy stuff like that. That ain't even called.
Okay. So, right there. Well, first, before I get into it, I do want to point out that the person interviewing him, his name is P. Rico. He is one of the original protesters that showed up at the Rosemont Hotel. He was known for banging pots and pans very early in the morning, and his slogan was, "Ain't no sleeping at Rosemont." I really do like P. Rico. He seems to have a real positive attitude. He's one of those personalities that is just very consistent. He hasn't changed since the beginning. He's always been J4K, no matter who's in or who's out. He asks good questions. And you know, he's been a good advocate out there in Chicago. So, you know, this is no shade to him, but I do want to just bring up that I find it just a really strange coincidence that they happen to work together. They're employed by the same employer, apparently, and they met at work. And P. Rico is extending his platform to Dion because P. Rico doesn't believe that Dion had anything to do with it either. And he also agrees and believes with Dion that he is being framed. And so P. Rico felt like his platform would be a safe place for Dion to tell his side of the story. And so that's why he's interviewing Dion, and I guess that's how they met. Okay, so we listened to that first part with Dion just saying that he wasn't there. It was all about the blue coat. He also mentioned he got shot at in his blue coat and had to burn it. That's how bad the threats were against him. Okay, we're going to move on. I'm going to play a little bit more for you.
So I don't know how they placed me in the room just because I had on a blue jacket and they thought that was me. When I took the picture, was exactly at the same time the party was going on. So how could I be out there and I'm in the street somewhere?
Oh, the picture that you took when you was in.
Okay, so he's saying that this picture is him. And this is the night that Kanika died, but this was not in Rosemont.
In the car? With me and Ty. No, when it was me and Ty, the dude with the dreads, we took that picture the same day, the same night the hotel party was going on. At like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Somebody asked was there 2 security guards.
Okay. So you're gonna see the whole video. He's gonna try to answer a lot of questions, but again, he wasn't there. So this is all, he has all secondhand information like we do, right? So, okay, so let's think about this. Let's just think about what he's trying to tell us. If he's saying that he wasn't there, he had nothing to do with this, he believes somebody's trying to set him up, they put his pictures out there, they put his address out there, and I'm going to find this, which is interesting. This is from the Dr. Ali days, which really wasn't that long ago, right? This is him, a screenshot. This is him on YouTube trying to break down, you know, what was going on in the freezer. And supposedly, Monifah came in with her full name, Monifah, right? Monifah Shelton, and said, Dion Hardiman took my friend down there in that freezer. I kept telling him not to do it, but he threatened my life, and I'm sorry. Right? So, I don't really believe that Monifah went on YouTube and would say something like that. Why would, you know, there's just so many different ways she could get that information to everybody. I don't think that her and Dr. Ali had a special connection where she would go under his page and comment all that. But it's like, okay, so if she didn't do it, who did this? Who is pretending to be Monifah saying that it was Dion? Who put his whole address out there? Who's the one that, you know, is trying to throw him under the bus? Him and his friend Ty Sanders here. Date of birth and everything, you know? And if you think about it, it's not that far off that they would try to get him shot, that they would shoot at J Money, that they would shoot at Zach. Like, somebody is doing this. Right? Okay. So Dion will say that he knew Kanika and that he had no reason to hurt her, that they were actually friends. And this is a post that he did May 23rd, 2016. This is a full year and maybe 3 or 4 months before Kanika died. And he was calling her his Woman Crush Mondays with heart emojis and flames. And then she came and she was blushing and had hearts and people liked it. And some other girl commented, and then Kanika commented and she blew a kiss and she was still blushing, and it was cute, right? And it got 14 shares and all that. Okay, so I mean, he's kind of right. There's no reason that he would hurt his Woman Crush Monday, right? Okay, so that was in 2016. Even after the fact, even after he got shot at over this, somebody's trying to message me. Even after they got shot at over this, even after having to burn his blue coat, okay, and people threatening his life, he still was J4K. He posted Kanika here. Say her name, Kanika Jenkins, Justice for Kanika, him, and this is his best friend in the picture. He was saying rest in peace to Kanika and this other woman who died in an accident. Her name was, I think, Jana. Okay, here's Kanika again up here. I am Kanika. He changed his profile picture. So this doesn't seem like I don't know. It doesn't scream guilty to me. You know, this seems like a very reasonable young man, very similar to the Soldier Kid situation. Here's Kanika again. He posted her. I think this is the latest post that he did. Okay, this is June. Okay, so yeah, I think he was just in a really unfortunate situation where he was identified in this case. Here he posted her again. You know, he said happy birthday to her, you know, where he was identified in this case, and maybe people jumped the gun. Maybe there was a guy there. Well, obviously there was somebody there in a blue coat, but it just wasn't him. Do you know what I'm saying? So, all right. So let's look at his narrative. So he says he wasn't there. So what was he doing? Well, he said that night he went to a funeral the day before. He got back from the funeral. He took a nap. Then after he got up from his nap, and he went to hang out at the 1800 block of Troy. Him and his friends were drinking and eating until 1:30 or 2 o'clock in the morning. So that's these guys. I guess that's what this is a picture of, them somewhere near the 1800 block of Troy drinking and having a good time. Well, maybe not a good time. This is just them maybe, you know, after the funeral, just having a couple drinks, you know. Keep in mind, Rosemont is about 45 minutes to an hour away from Chicago. So they would have to do some traveling. So he says that, you know, he was just hanging out. He doesn't know how they put him at the scene of the crime. People did, you know, corroborate his story. He says he knew Kanika, of course, that he hadn't seen her a while. He said he never dated her. Okay. When asked about the Facebook, he said felt it was weird only showing one person considering it's a birthday party. And because this is all kind of fresh, this is just a reaction to Irene's live video, which we all thought that was kind of weird. Like, what was really going on in that room? So the detective spoke with his mother. She also confirmed the story. And then I guess he called the two people that he was with. They also said they were there. So it just kind of checks out, I guess. And then here he is, says he feels someone's trying to accuse him. Okay, and when you're, young and, you're in a situation where you actually don't want to have any involvement with the police, you don't want to have any contact with any type of court system, it's very hard to clear your name in that case. Right? And so I think that's what he's trying to do after all this time. I think that he's, just trying to come up for air and let people know that it's not him. So, okay. So the other two guys, if it's not him, this is Ty Sanders. This is the guy in the white. This is him in the middle, right? He doesn't really say much. He's definitely not J4K. He doesn't have any Justice for Kenneka type post at all. The only thing that I found kind of interesting is just like last month, he said, I don't wish a Chicago bitch on my worst enemy. Okay. 222 reactions, which is like, really? Is it that serious? Okay. So it could have been an inside joke thing, or I don't know what's going on, but that's pretty much it with him. Now, okay, the third guy, Lerone Bradley, that's him right here in the red. He also doesn't have any Justice for Kenneka type post. He currently looks like he's in the Arizona area, like he got the hell out, which is good for him. And this picture here, he's got this 19th Street thing going on this back jacket, and then there's Troy Avenue, which, remember, Dion said that that's where they hang out at, right? So, let's see. Okay, this is just that again. Oh, okay, so I did look this up. So 19th and Troy Avenue, where he's standing, right? They say this gang is run by the New Breeds. The drug market run by the gang New Breeds on the corner of 19th and Troy Street. Okay. All right. Are you connecting dots here? Okay. Breed. Remember J Money Breed? Right? That's Kenneka's uncle that was murdered. Okay. So let's go to 19th and Troy. Okay, this is it right here. Uh-oh. Wait, how do I go back? I always do that, huh? Okay. So this is it. This is where, this right here, this corner is where he's standing in this picture. This is the sign right here. Okay, there's no other sign on any other corner. You could see the trees are where they should be. The light peach house is next. And then you see it's a dark house, and then it's a little lighter peach house there. You can match it up on your own. Okay, I'm going to drop the links for you, so don't worry. All right, so they hang out here. Now, let's see something. Because there must be New Breeds, right? If they hang out where all the New Breeds are at, they're probably New Breeds too. And J Money's a New Breed. So I'm going to put in, what am I doing? Okay, I'm getting directions. I'm going to put in J Money's address. This is, he lives on the 1400 block of Kesdy, okay? All right. So you could see here that J Money lived walking distance from where these guys hang out. You only got to walk 11 minutes. If you got a car, you can get there in 3 minutes. Okay. So I don't know what the connection is. You know, this is one of those stories where there's always more to the story. I don't think that Dion is like 1,000% honest or 100% honest. And I think it's because of the position he's in. He probably can't be. But I do believe that he's not the guy that we're looking for. He's not the big bad murderer that was in the kitchen waiting for Kenneka. I think Kenneka could kick his ass. He's so short, like, and little. And he, you know, and he's sick. Like, you have to just get into his story and read up on him a little bit, dig around. But I don't think that that he's like that. None of his posts, you know, he seems, you know, kind of, look, he's playful. Look at this dude. Look at this dude. He puts his head on this little Doug character. I mean, I don't think murderers do stuff like that, you know? I mean, you know, you have to live in a really dark place mentally to go around raping and murdering people. And I just don't know if this is that guy. I don't think this is. I don't think this is him. I mean, this is him in the blue coat, but this is not the same blue coat that was at the party. And I believe him that he doesn't have any reason to hurt Kenneka. I do think that there is more to it, though. There's something to him being right here where J Money lives, and J Money being murdered in his own neighborhood, not far away on Independence Street. So, you know, I don't know what the connection is. I don't know if they were all in the same gang. I don't know if J Money thought he did it and J Money was the one shooting at him and then he shot back. I don't know. But this is why the investigation needs to be reopened, because look at this. Isn't this a federal crime? Like interfering with the murder? You're pretending to be somebody else online and saying that Dion took her down there in the freezer. Like, I don't understand this. Okay, and so let's back up. Let's say this is all real. If Monifa put this on, okay, let's back up. Let's back up. Okay, I'm almost done. I'm not rambling. I promise. I just want to make one more point. Okay. Think about this. You're a detective. As soon as the person was found, these people were the go-to prime suspects, okay? You go meet with them for okay, some of them say how long they talked. Okay, so this doesn't say how long they talked, but some of these interviews were only like 20 minutes. Okay, so I think each detective may have done their interviews a little bit differently, but some of them up here say like what time the interview started and what time it stopped. Okay, but let's just say you interviewed this kid behind something that, you know, was put out on social media. And then, like, the best friend who was there, who was last seen with her, is saying Dion did it. Like, don't you think the police would arrest him? Like, don't you think there would be some more hard questions? Like, don't you think he would need a lawyer? Like, there's so many holes in this investigation and so many questions. Like, um, so many games being played. So many. How do these people work together? Why now? What's going on? Who shot at you? Like, where are the threats coming from? Who's threatening everybody? Because I'm starting to think that the same person who shot at him is probably the same person who shot at Zach and shot at J Money. And I'm looking through these things, and at this point I don't really care. Like I said, they're new breeds or whatever, but I don't really care who's in what gang, because I'm starting to see that not everybody abides by these gang laws. Just because you're, clicked up with this person and they're in the clique too, that doesn't mean that they can't get it. You feel me? Like, if somebody gets crossed or somebody feels disrespected, you're gonna get fucked up. That's just like in your own family. We could be sisters and brothers all you want, but if somebody disrespects you, you're gonna, take care of their ass, shit. So, I mean, all that doesn't matter, but this is just too close. This is too close. What does Kanika's uncle have to do with these guys? Did he know them? If he did, why aren't they saying R.I.P. J Money? Why is it only R.I.P. Kanika? If they're all new breeds and they're all together, like, what is going on? So, I guess I just wanted to kind of like, brainstorm with you and share some of my confusion. And point out that there is a video. The guy in the blue jacket is not a mystery anymore. He's come out. He has spoken. He'll probably be talking to P. Rico more. And in general, I encourage you not to threaten people online so that they can talk, because we do need to figure out, who's telling the truth and who's not. This could very well be a situation where, this horrible incident happened, and then the government or whoever, the powers of Rosemont, the 1%, the rich people, I don't know who's doing this, but whoever got the power to do it, could be the mob, the big gangs, cartels, who knows? But whoever is doing this could be trying to get the public, people like me and you, to go after these little guys so that we miss the whole big picture. Do you understand? So that's kind of what I wanted to talk about today. I want to know your thoughts. I want to know, like, what do you think about Dion in the blue? And if you have any more information, especially about the one in the white, because he was never identified at the party. In Irene's glasses, people were mostly pointing out the guy in the red jacket and the blue jacket, but there was no guy in the white jacket. So I want to know if you have any thoughts about him, and also the guy in the red jacket, which yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm almost at a half hour. I thought it'd be quicker because I thought I would. Whatever, we're not gonna keep talking. Okay, goodbye. I will come back. Okay.